Hello everyone, welcome to another YouTube channel for the fellow engineered, where today we will be building an Arduino Uno Piezo piano. So here is what we will need for this project. We will need an Arduino Uno, a breadboard, piezo buzzer, 4 push buttons, 1 mega ohm resistor, 2 10 kilo ohm resistors, 220 ohm resistor, along with some wiring to make connections. Now let's get into the assembly portion of this project. So for the Arduino Uno and the breadboard, let's start by connecting the 5-volt and the ground to the breadboard rows. So there's our ground, and then there's our 5-volt to the positive row. Next, we're going to utilize our piezo buzzer and connect that to the breadboard. And one end of the piezo buzzer, we're going to wire that directly to the ground row, as we see there. And then the next end of the piezo buzzer, we will be wiring that to the digital pin number 8, as seen there. So next I'm just going to place all of the 4 push buttons into the center of the breadboard for them to be lodged in the circuit. Each of the push buttons will kind of have a different frequency when being used for the piezo buzzer. Now let's orient this differently for a better view. So now it's time to use the resistors. So there I connected a 10 kilo ohm resistor, and that's going to go to the bottom of the bottom push button to the ground. The next one will be a 1 mega ohm resistor, and that will be connected from the bottom top port of the push button to the positive row of 5 volts. Next will be a 10 kilo ohm resistor, and that will also go to the positive row. And then lastly will be the 220 ohm resistor. So the last part of this wiring circuit will be to connect the wires to the push buttons. So the one I'm wiring right now is the bottom port, and that'll be going to analog pin 0. That same port will be then going to connect to the bottom of the 3rd push button. And from the bottom of the 3rd push button, we will be going to the bottom of the 2nd push button. And from the bottom of the 2nd push button, we will be going to the bottom of the 1st push button. And lastly, we will be going to the top of the 1st push button, and that will be connected to the 5-volt row for power. Now let's orient this a little differently for a better view, kind of just show how everything is wired with all the wires, resistors, push buttons, and the piezo buzzer. And now let's walk you guys through the IDE code for this project. So for starters, we're going to set up an array of 4 notes using the frequencies listed, which are 262, 294, 330, and lastly 349. It's going to make an array a global variable by declaring it before the setup function. And in our setup function, we're going to start serial communication with our computer by doing serial.begin and using the value of 9600. In the loop, we're going to declare a local variable to hold the value we're going to read on analog pin 0. Because each switch has a different resistor value connected to its power, each will have a different value associated with it. To see the values, we're going to add the serial.println, and we're going to display the key value to send to the computer. Using an if-else statement, you can assign each of the values to a different tone. The values included in the example programs are ballpark figures for each of these resistors. As all resistors have some tolerance for error, these may not work exactly for you, and kind of seeing the information from the serial monitor, you can make those adjustments as necessary. So for the first if statement, we're going to do the key value. If it is equal to 1023, we're going to have the tone of 0, which is 262. If the key value is between 990 and 1010, we're going to use the tone from notes 1, which will be the frequency of 294. If the key value will be between 505 and 515, we'll use the second element in the notes array, which will be 330. If the key value is between 5 and 10, we'll use the third element in the notes array, which will be 349. And if the key value is none of those, which is making it the last option, which is an else, we're going to have no tone at all. So that concludes my video, but let's finish it off with some sample of this project where we're going to do some piano practice. We're going to be utilizing all 4 push buttons and have different frequency outputs for the piezo buzzer. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and this video, and I hope to see you guys in future videos. Alright, have a good one, guys. See ya.